I lived in Berlin in the 90s, very early 90s. I had this fantastic apartment in Charlottenburg because I was doing a DAAD fellowship. The apartment had parquet floors in it, which you could run from one end to the other. And from where I sat and drew, I could just look at these floors, and I just sort of look at them going into the distance. It made me realise that there was something that I could do with a part of my practice. It's almost like doodling. It's like a meditative way of drawing. When I did the exhibition at the end of it, I decided to just do a drawing show. That's kind of how the practice sort of started. A lot of my drawings are very kind of sculptural, and this is incised, you know, with a little scored. It's almost like tiles. I always had these very hard rules about how I could do something, like drawings couldn't be shown with sculptures. And I was very, very particular about things were. When you've been working for 40 years, you can just use all of the language that you've been playing with. This vignette, for example, of the drawing lent on the fireplace and the small sculpture is very like the first sculpture show that I made. These are, you know, from the sort of bed pieces that I made. Using Tipp-Ex was a way of building up a drawing like a sculpture. Black Bed was the first rubber piece that I made. If you look at it very closely, you can see little hairs stuck in it, and that was from the Hessian of the sort of space underneath the bed. And this area down the middle, I wanted to make something that was really kind of scabby as well. So it was about just sort of stuffing something inside the middle of it. There's something quite sort of sexual about it. I never make drawings for sculpture. I never make technical drawings as such, but I do make things that are kind of related. There was a fantastic stationery shop. It closed down, and I just saw all this graph paper. I thought, oh my God, that's fantastic. And I still have all these Chartwell books of graph paper. I was using it partly to measure things in the studios, because oh, well, that's going to be roughly 40 centimetres high, so that's 80 centimetres wide. And I like the colour of it. It's all now part of the same language. I cast things, but now I turn the drawings into sort of sculptural things by using papier-mâché. The main references I've had in my work was the American minimalists. What was so kind of extraordinary about what they did was that they could do the same thing over and over and over again. There was this experimentation. It was just so much more direct and expansive, and they had the landscape to do it in. So these pieces here are torsos, and they are the casts from the inside of hot water bottles, which is a motif that I've used since 1988. Because I was always trying out different materials. So if I was making a piece and there was stuff left over, I could pour them into the hot water bottles. And then they became sculptures, and that's something that I do, and I probably will carry on always doing it.